Hello guys, welcome back to Transport Fever. Episode 16b, we are still in Germany. We see a lot of railroads going on. We have, what I did in between the two episodes, what I've done is I put some signals. We already had some signals on the intersections and so, but now I also put signals on the lines so that the trains will run smoother. In the first episode, 16a of this Germany map, what we basically did is we have not played one single bit. This is still our first mission, waiting to be started. If we look at our lines, none of them are making us money because we have no vehicles on it. What we did in the first episode was 2 hours and a half of building. Our three main cities are Frankfurt, Nuremberg and Stuttgart. What we have set up here is bus lines. They are set up, the line is created. It's just a matter of starting it up now and put vehicles on it. And then let the mission run. That's what this episode will be. We are finally gonna play the game and play the mission, but I remember the first time I started building and played it, and I think it took like 6 hours or something. So to try to do it a bit faster, we have created all the lines first. We have railroads for potential future missions which might come in. We have railroads for it, so it's just a matter of putting trains on it, putting vehicles on it, and that's what we will do. So the first thing we're going to create is prosperity within the cities. Frankfurt has 350, the same for Stuttgart and Nuremberg, around 360. That needs to go to 1200 people. So we need to get people into these big cities. We need a reason for people to come there. That might be bringing in food, bringing in fuel, so that the city can expand more. That's also why the fuel and the food and the machines and the tools and the conmat and the goods are there. They're only there to help you grow those three big cities. It's not even about cargo. I don't think you even get a mission to do whatever with those things. We just have created them to help us out to get more people, because this map is all about people, and that's what we will do. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on play ×1 to start with. We'll put on some vehicles. So we need passenger buses to get onto those bus lines that we have created. We will start with 16, 23, 21 double deck bus immediately. We could though. So we're gonna buy 6 of these. 1, 2, 3 light color. This will be bus line 1A. Let's double check that. Yep, 1A. 1, 2, 3 colored. They can go. Boom. And this one will be bus line 1B. It's basically it's a clockwise route and a counterclockwise route, more or less. Here and there we took a different street. That's what we looked in the first episode of this Germany map. We made sure that these buses, there they go. We will do it ×4 maybe. Then we go to Nuremberg and we do exactly the same thing. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Color them light color. This will be bus line 2A. Copy paste that. There we go. 3 lines A. Nuremberg A. And boom. Bus line 2B. Nuremberg B. Moving to Stuttgart, and we'll do exactly the same thing there. 6 of these boys. 1, 2, 3. bus line number 3A in this case. That is Stuttgart A. And bus line number 3B. And Stuttgart B. There we go. Now we have 6 buses within each city. And you can see the numbers fly up immediately. This is our first goal, is to access to the local public transit. We need 1,500 people. That's our first mission. But by doing all the building in episode A, 16A, what we could do now is just play on 4 times speed and get these things going. Now, obviously, we need to let that run a little bit. That's one thing. So while it runs, what we're going to do is we're going to start up making this city bigger by bringing in food and fuel. Also, those lines have been set up, so we just need some trucks. At the moment we only have this 17 available. We'll start with 3 of each, probably, maybe 4. Let's do 4. And now we are looking at the cargo lines. Okay, so this is cargo line 1, fuel. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is cargo line 2 with food. There we go. So Frankfurt can definitely expand, and now we go to Nuremberg ring. Not really. Nuremberg. It's not even in close to the Nuremberg ring. The same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 is machines. Cargo line 3. Machines. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cargo line 4 is tools. Okay, now we go to Stuttgart and do the same there. 5 is Conmat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cargo line 5 is Conmat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And cargo line 6, which is the goods. We'll keep an eye on those lines. If they need more or less vehicles, we will adjust them accordingly. There we go. So what's happening now is that we have buses going around in Stuttgart, in Frankfurt and in Nuremberg. We have fuel and food coming in, and we will have goods and combat coming in here, and machines and tools over here. The fuel line is pretty long though. I can see that. So what I'm going to do is immediately adjust that line. I'm going to put 2 more on there. And I'm going to do something else. I am going to replace them with the tanker, which can carry more. There we go. Tankers can carry more than the normal cargo. So now we have 6 vehicles on that. The food. The food line is not that far, so 4 trucks will do there, that's fine. Goods, yeah, that's fine. And here the tools is actually a very short one. They just go to this stop here. So 4 can handle it, and the machines as well. The only line which is a bit longer is the fuel line. That's a bit of a drive from the city. So yeah. And once we have people going around, we need to get them more around, and we need to also get them out of town. So to increase this, we're going to start up some I don't know actually. It's slowly going up. Can we get to 1500 without putting a train on it? That would be good. What I could do is start the local Hessen train here. Hessen-Thüringen counties. We could start that one up, potentially. Because that has nothing to do with later on we have to make a choice between Bayern and Baden-Württemberg. I know that. So if we get this local line going already, then we might get some extra more people from these, from Würzburg, from those little towns here. We will get some extra people to Frankfurt. That might do it to get it to 1500, and then we need to see what we need to do next. We're first bringing people around the city here a little bit. That obviously means, yeah, we already increased 120 people here because we are bringing in fuel, we are bringing in food, and we have bus lines to bring people around to go to the shops and to go to work in the industrial area. So if we could just wait here and let it go to 1500. It probably will do so. But what I am going to do is I'm going to put a local train on there. That also gives us a chance to see what we have available here. Steam is over, of course. We have one electric train doing 140 kilometers an hour. Electric trains are very expensive to run. Diesel are way better. Yeah, look at this. 12 million versus 2 million for a train, or 7 million. They can both do 140 kilometers an hour. We have passenger carriages which can do 140 kilometers an hour. That's why we built the fast lanes and not the old roads anymore, because they can only do 120. The fast tracks can do 300. So this believable car is I think for one of these it's for this commute train, which can do 130, and then you can put some extra carriages behind it. We're not going to do that. We're just going to run diesel trains. So we'll run a diesel train. The thing with cargo, of course, with passengers, is it's more about frequency. So it's better to build like 3 trains of 60, making it 180 people, instead of building 2 trains of 150 or 1 train of 200 people or whatever. You want frequency with these things. It might be getting there though. So that is my question here. Are we gonna make it? Ah, we have new trucks coming in immediately. 1 year later, 1990, we have new trucks coming in. Okay, that changes things a bit. I think I'm gonna let it run. I think this thing is gonna go to 1500 without putting trains on it. Because here's my thing, if we put trains on these tracks, and I know one of the, it's something with frequency comes by as well. Obviously, this whole map is all about passengers. Then we're gonna have to put, like, on this local line, we're gonna have to put like 7 trains or something to get a frequency which is somewhat decent. Frequency meaning how long does it take before a train comes in, right? Like the buses here, they are all under around 2 minutes. So you can put an extra bus on it, then it will go lower. The bus might not be full, but you will have faster buses on your stops. But it's going up though. We're gonna get to 1500, so I want this to go to 1500. What is very strange at this moment for me is that we are immediately losing money with all of these bus lines. And that's of course because we have no people coming into Frankfurt or coming into Stuttgart. That's another reason why you want those cargo lines to start up immediately, because those are your money makers. Cargo is always your money makers. Passengers are just there to help you move people around. In this mission it's all about passengers. Okay, no, but we had new trucks though, so I'm gonna have a look on that. 30, they can carry 30, the fuel tank and the conmat. And the normal cargo is 25 instead of... So I might immediately replace those actually. What do we have here now? We have 20 times 6, 120. So we'll sell 2 and replace them with the big tankers here, which can do also 120. And then maybe clone one of them. There we go. Then we have the conmat, which was 4 of 16, 17. I'm gonna sell that one. And we're gonna replace these 3 with the new conmat.
Accessibility alone isn't enough. It's crucial that the train stops are traveled to on a regular basis, so that customers actually make use of the offer too.
That's what I was waiting on. Waiting on what the game wants from me. They want a 900 capacity and 120 frequency. So it's pretty clear we have to go from Frankfurt to Stuttgart and to Nuremberg and the big lines. And put a lot of trains on there, so our frequency is our frequency needs to be 120 seconds. That's we need to keep it 2 minutes or lower. Okay, so the fuel has been replaced. The food we'll delete 1 and replace these 3 with the normal trucks, which can do 25. There we go. Then we have machines. We'll delete 1 and we'll replace these 3 with the new trucks. There we go. Tools, the same story. Delete 1 and replace 3 of them with the new trucks. Conmat we already replaced, so then we just need the goods, the same story. We'll delete 1 and delete, and then replace these with bigger trucks. There we go. Okay. So the numbers they're asking here for is obviously trains. So our buses can keep going around, and then we'll keep an eye on what these boys can do. They can cope here at the moment. These trucks can handle 40. And we have our own road, which so they can get pretty high speed as well. 75 kilometers an hour, they can do 100 I think. Or 90, 80 apparently. Oh, the road is only 80. But I think the truck can actually do 100. Here's the next truck coming in. Yeah, they can cope, they can cope. Okay, that's fine. This is the longest route, the other ones will be able to cope. Okay, so we need trains now. So we're gonna make some diesel train, and we put some 140 kilometers an hour. 21. 1, 2, 3. So I think I'm gonna make trains of 60, and then put a bunch of trains on that line. So we're gonna buy 3 to begin with. Then we need to keep an eye what's going on with these trains. So the first one is what did we use? this color, dark green, and okay. So we'll make the dark green. This will be passenger train 1, Frankfurt to Nuremberg. Go. This one. This is going to be passenger train 2, which is Nuremberg to Stuttgart. And this one will be passenger train 3, which goes from Stuttgart to Frankfurt. There we go. $614,189. Capacity is times 5, which can suggest we need 5 trains on every of these lanes. Okay. Do it step by step. Stuttgart, Frankfurt. Boom. Now we have a capacity of almost 400. But obviously we read them right a little bit, because otherwise they are too close to each other, then they're going to run into each other and all that kind of shenanigans. 307. Yeah, we need at least 4, maybe 5 trains on every line. That train going there, the other one is already coming back. Yeah, we definitely need 3, that's for sure. We'll keep an eye on what that train is going to do. Another one, copy paste, select them all, line 1. Load another one, copy paste, select them all, line 2. And then this one, clone, copy paste, and that's line 3. Okay, now we already have a frequency of 200 with 560 capacity. There's a train going there. There's another one going there. There is one coming back. We need to let some go to Stuttgart first. We'll let this one come by. $750 for 153. Yeah, we did 63, right? Yeah. 63 with it, so it's pretty simple actually. $63, it's 180 times 5 is 900, yep. gotta be kidding me. We have the capacity, we are 2 seconds short of the frequency. Which is kind of annoying. And that's of course because they are not spread out or something. We need to let it run now for a second or two. We might be able to get there, if not we might have to buy one extra train, don't necessarily need to put it on the line, just to get that frequency number checked. $127. Okay, let's have a look. Trains. 119, line 1 is fine. Stuttgart Frankfurt, 109 seconds, that's fine. Nuremberg to Stuttgart, yeah, that is of course our problem line because we have 4 stations there. It's not just going from Nuremberg to Stuttgart, it also stops in Anbach and in Hellbrunn. So that is our problem. That line needs an extra train. Line number 2, I think it is. There we go.
You're doing your best, but the figures are deeply in the red. To gain market shares, the railroad needs services aligned to the market, attractive offers, and a modern image. Market research findings show that the top priority is given to shorter traveling times. That's why the German Federal Railway worked together with the railway vehicle industry and developed the new Intercity Express. Make way for the train of the future. The newly constructed prototype is supposed to reach speeds of up to 350 kilometers per hour. To achieve this, it needs its own high-speed rail lines on which the rolling stock has to be tested first.
That's okay. Look what we're gonna do now. We're gonna sell all these trains that we just bought. And now we're gonna buy the test train. So what we're gonna do now is create a test track, and that test track needs to go from here, platform number 2, and then it needs to go there, platform number 4, and then it needs to go there. Platform number 3, and then it needs to go there. That's perfect. And then it needs to go there. To platform number 1. Where are you going, mate? No. Back here. No. Platform 3 we set. And then we want you to go back here. To platform number 4. Yep, only to that train. And Then you come back here. Why is that blue line? Why is that here? I don't want you to go there at all. Stuttgart, Mannheim, Frankfurt, Würzburg, Nuremberg, back to Würzburg, back to Frankfurt, back to Mannheim, and then to Stuttgart. I have no idea why that blue line comes here. From Stuttgart to Mannheim, Frankfurt, Würzburg, Nuremberg, Würzburg, Frankfurt, Frankfurt to Mannheim, and after Mannheim let's have a look on that. Is it still going on that line here? It should not do. There we go. Okay. Go. Do your thing, mate. Okay, so arriving at Stuttgart to this platform. Okay. So Stuttgart to Mannheim is done. Now we need Mannheim to Frankfurt in 110 seconds. Should not be a problem because we have removed the other trains. Because it's pretty clear we're gonna have to adjust them. Platform 3. Okay, that's good. Würzburg in 120 seconds, that should not be a problem. Get high speed here. Check, and now we need Würzburg to Nuremberg in 110 seconds. Should also not be a problem because we have the high speed lane here. The other track is for a local line, potentially. Arriving at Nuremberg.
Bravo! Regular operation can get started. The ICE, the Intercity Express, combines the classic advantages of trains with travel speeds suited to the market. Half as fast as an airplane, twice as fast as a car.
Okay, now we have another problem. He wants us to buy 8. It's a lot of money. Okay, what we're gonna do now is remove the test track. Yep. Okay. And so now we're gonna buy a couple of these boys here. 126 capacity. So this is going to become Frankfurt to Nuremberg. And we're going to keep an eye on that guy. As soon as he has, let's say, to Nuremberg, yeah, we're going to have to keep an eye on that guy. So we'll let this guy go to Nuremberg. When he's in Nuremberg, we're gonna release this guy. Or as soon as he starts from Würzburg, probably. There he goes. Okay. And this is going to be passenger train number 2, which is going to go from Nuremberg to Stuttgart. We're gonna follow this guy as well. Where's he going? Over there. Oh, he's gonna go to Nuremberg first. Okay, as soon as he arrives here, we're gonna clone him. What is that here? I don't like that here though. Here's our train. Okay. Train, clone. Okay, so they are going. And now we need another one going from line 3. What is that? Stuttgart to Frankfurt. Okay. Passenger train 3, Stuttgart to Frankfurt. As soon as he arrives in Frankfurt, we're gonna clone him as well. There he goes. Stuttgart. That's also fine. As soon as he arrives in Stuttgart, then we will clone him. We have done already our mileage. Okay, clone him. There is. Now we should arrive here at Mannheim, more or less at the same speed as the other one coming. There he is. And here's the other one. That's all good. Okay, that's that. And the only thing we have to do now is buy 2 extra trains, which we probably will not use.
A masterpiece of engineering. The ICE is as fast as an arrow, but the shackles of bureaucracy slow down operation. That's why Germany's Bundestag parliament has decided to convert the German Federal Railway into a private corporation, now called Deutsche Bahn. This enables flexible, customer-aligned activity on the market. You have been appointed to the board of the newly founded enterprise and are supposed to initiate the necessary measures for restructuring. More traffic on the rails, less burden on taxpayers, improved service for customers. That's the motto. Show corporate key figures that live up to this motto.
Okay, let's have a look. So this is 4 minutes. It's a bit high though. So are we gonna put extra trains on it? 237, 244.
At the last meeting, Mr. Bloomer from the finance department introduced several persuasive ideas for increasing growth rates. The proposed measures for restructuring are supposed to be implemented in different areas.
Okay, 1 and 2 are full already. So I think line 1 and line 2 we can put an extra train on. Stuttgart to Frankfurt is not that far. No, we're gonna keep 2 trains on this track. This is not that far. The other ones are longer. The Nuremberg, Frankfurt and Nuremberg, Stuttgart are longer. So we'll put 3 trains on there. Okay. So we need to remove some stuff from platforms and from that's gotta be here somewhere because we have no access to build anywhere there on these stations. That's something we figured out already in episode 1 for Germany, 16A. And we have our first bonus task. Let's see what's going on with the bonus task.
Staff salaries are the #1 cost driver. Longer trains ensure greater capacity while deploying personnel resources sparingly.
This is very annoying. This is very annoying. Stop. I'm gonna stop the time. No, we need to let it run. They need to go. These trains need to go. Okay, and stop. I'm gonna have to figure out if there's... Nope, needs to go again. Come on, train, move. And stop. Okay, I'll check it. Of course, we need to move again. And stop it. Okay, I think we can do it now. Because what they want us to do is here double these tracks. So what they want us to do is double these trains, but they are going to be too long to put on a station. That's why I was checking if they were not on a station. Otherwise there was going to be a problem. So 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Modify. Okay. Go. Go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 126. This one is still 52. This one is also still 252. Oh, I didn't click on edit, you know. Okay, that's 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. So we made them double and then we made them single again, just to get that bonus mission out of the way. Now we need to pay 1 million.
Infrastructural buildings that are not necessary for operations are expensive to maintain. The idea suggests itself to dismantle the relevant facilities and sell them off to third parties at a profit.
Okay. So now he wants us to remove some roofs and some outbuildings. I believe we have access to this. Yes, we do. Okay. No, we don't. Okay. No, we don't. Okay. How about here? Okay, we have access to this one. So we'll remove 2 of these small buildings. We need to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 roofs. We have no construction site here. We're gonna have to do something else first, I think. Oh, we have access here. Okay. We can remove these here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not easy. Can we do something here? No, construction locked. What we do here, we remove. Can we remove? We can remove platforms here. Gonna have to put them back though, but. We need 20 meters of platform. I need to get access to Mannheim. Because if we can remove the 2 small buildings here and the roofs. But I have construction locked. So I think I have to do this to get access to this. So we have to do the platform shit first. Okay, platforms are gone. Now we need to remove 300 meters of track in the stations. Okay, we need to stop that.
In the long term, the point is to increase productivity while reducing costs at the same time. The biggest deficits are incurred in local mass transit. This calls for some measures to optimize infrastructure.
That could be done it. No, not yet. Okay. We need to remove roofs and outside buildings, so we can adjust these back. These boys can come back. Yeah, because the tracks are done. So we need more platforms again. We need tracks. Okay, the tracks are back. Now we need the platforms back. Okay, why does does that not work? Because we have some bullshit here. Give me my platform back. Okay, now we need these things. We can't put the roof back though. We can't put the roof and the outside buildings back. Did we remove some more platforms over there? Yes, we did. Okay. So this one also needs to be rebuilt. Okay, and we need the crossings again. We can't put the roof back because that's fine. Okay. So now we need to, what is it we need to do here? Play. So we need to get this, we need to make 50 million or something. We need access to Mannheim so that we can remove the roofs and the two outside buildings there. These two small buildings here. And the roofs here. Then we have that bonus mission done as well. But we need to let this thing run till it's 50 million. Like I said, it's an annoying mission, this one. I remembered it. I cannot put the roof back here either. At least not yet. I think if we do this mission, the main mission, we can do the bonus mission, because once we have this done, I think we have access to this area, and then we can do Mannheim. Or Bayern. We're gonna have to choose, but we will go for Baden-Württemberg. So yeah, we just need to let this run here now till we have reached 50 million. We're halfway already. That's okay. At that time, we can check what's going on here. They seem to be coping. Put an extra truck on here. Good. They should be able to get that away. Okay, what's going on here? That's good. Oh boy. Not so good here.
Entrepreneurial thinking pays off. The latest quarterly figures are promising. But a new challenge is already waiting. A more efficient operation of regional railroad routes while increasing the appeal in rural regions at the same time. It's only recently that responsibility for local public transit now lies with the individual German states. They award contracts for providing transportation services in their domain. Whoever tenders the most economical bid gets the contract. Handling the basic supply of local transit shouldn't be left to the competition. Secure the contract in the German federal state of your choice for your company.
So yeah, here we have to choose between the BW area and the Bayern area. We were going to go for the BW area so that we have access to Mannheim. Yeah, that's what we will do.
As expected, you won the invitation to tender and got the contract. The train station in Stuttgart has long since reached its capacity limits. After years of reviewing all the options, a construction project has now been approved. The planned en route station is going to be the new heart of Europe. Modern, innovative, high performance.
We still have no access to this. We need to get access to this. Okay, still no access. We can't do this bonus mission. We need the roofs and the buildings from this station. Oh my god, of course. What's going on, mate? Who's running? Why are you here? What are you doing? If you don't have these ICEs spread out, then they run into each other. There's a problem here. Okay, we need to check these lines right now before they run into each other again. Line 1 is fine. Line 3 is fine. It's line 2 which is a problem. That platform, we had to delete that platform. That needs to change. Coming back from Stuttgart, you need to go there, mate. Gonna run into each other again, huh? You, turn around. Line 2. Can you please go on line 2? Thank you. Okay, so we need regional trains now. To get access to this station, we need to put a train on it. We'll do 3. We need 3 anyway. So we'll do the diesel. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that is gonna go on the train line 6. So this is passenger train 6, which is W local. Go. We'll let them go 2-3 stations in or so. 1 station in, when he's on Heilbronn. Oh yeah, he's gonna go to Stuttgart. We'll let him go to Stuttgart. When he arrives on Stuttgart, we'll send the second one out. Okay. Go. problem here. That local line is also a problem. Yeah, of course you're gonna run into this shit. Mannheim, Schinsheim, Mindelheim, Stuttgart, here, this thing. Line 2. Heilbronn, line 2. We come back to Heilbronn, you go 1. Stuttgart. There's still a problem here then. Why are you on the left lane here? Yes, here. See, here is a problem. Here is a problem. Stuttgart, where is it? Stuttgart, Mundelsheim. There we go. Yo, turn around. Heilbronn 2. Heilbronn 1. There we go. Problem solved. Hopefully. Let's double check it. That's because we have to be. Yeah, that's because we messed with those platforms. That's why. Okay, problem solved. Do we have 3 trains running on that thing yet? No, we don't. You. Start. As a matter of fact, all 3 of you take that line. Okay, do we have access now or do we need to get this first? No, construction is still locked. So we need to get this done first. Okay, deal with that in a second. What's the other bonus mission?
The realization of this trailblazing project of the century calls for 1 or 2 compromises regarding several buildings not essential to operations, certain areas of the nearby water protection zone, and a handful of old trees in the castle gardens.
Travel to all train stations in Baden-Württemberg with a regional train. We have trains on it, so that will be done. So this is just a matter of getting 2,500 people on those trains. Okay. And once we've done that, we probably have access to Mannheim, then we can get that bonus mission done where we have to remove the buildings and the roofs from Mannheim. That's just enough to get that done. And now we have this one here, which is all kind of stuff over here. He wants us to build a tunnel in the red zone. Train tracks, obviously. Okay, tunnel is built. We want to lay some tracks in blue. That's done. We want to remove some trees from the green area. That's done. Wants us to convert this station into a true station. And then demolish the houses in the yellow. Okay, we can do that. Okay, and now we need to demolish houses.
It's finished. The new train station links people. Efficient, safe, and to the undivided joy of the entire population.
Okay, one bonus mission done. I don't need this. That was just to get that bonus mission done. Go away. We'll keep the bus up there. Okay, I also don't need that track anymore. We'll just to get that mission out of the way. Same here. Okay. But we need 2,500 people in regional lines. So what I also gonna do is I'm gonna put some trains on this local line here, which we already built also in episode 1. That's the Hessen local. We'll buy 2. This is going to be passenger train 4. Follow this guy till he is in Würzburg, and then we'll send out the other one. Where are you going? Oh. So we can get the numbers of that local train thing going. just this station? No, construction locked. Okay. Can't make those bigger, but we put an extra train on it though. So we have 3 trains on that line now as well. We should get the number to 2500 at some point. Oh, bloody. We can also not go to Byron. That's a problem. That's only the Wurzburg here. Okay, what we need to do then is make sure that we can split up here. What are you doing, mate? I don't think I need to remove this. Just need to keep an eye on this one. Yeah. Once we reach 2500, we need to make sure that there is no train on this station so that we can get that bonus mission done. I don't need to remove that potentially. That's what I was trying to do, is take away this station, but we don't need to do that. We just need to wait till it's 2500, and once that train goes out of that area here, we should get it. We have the rest, right? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Just need to keep an eye on, is this thing gonna be... Is this number gonna go up, or do we need to put an extra train on it to move more people locally? It's going up though, at the moment. As long as the number doesn't go down, we can keep it like this. Let's have a look on our lines meanwhile. Are we making money slightly? Yeah, we are. This line is making us good money. Yeah, this line, the line was full, and so we put an extra ICE on it. Especially on this line, on line 1, we might not have needed that. Yeah, we're losing money there. That kind of suggests that we don't need 3 trains on that first line. Although we're bringing in more locals to that line though. Okay, we're almost there. We need 5 more people. We have no train in here. Why don't we get a green check? This guy. Come on, we get out of this area. I think if this guy gets out of the area, we are good, I think. Okay, what are we missing here?
Very
There
good. Under your prudent corporate leadership, acting competitively on the market is able to be ensured. And the next milestone is already in sight, going public. This step requires further profit maximization to increase shareholder value so that the company's shares are traded as a promising investment. Several adjustments are indicated with an eye to the corporate structure. Adjustments to the offer and infrastructure in the regional sector are imperative so that the targets set regarding key financial figures and capital market viability can be met or even surpassed. Now that business in regional transit is picking up speed, it would be extremely unwise to let the competition take the lead in other German federal states, especially since a friend in the Ministry of Transport assures you that your company is guaranteed to win the contract.
Do we have access to this thing yet? Jesus. Nope, construction is still locked. So we need to win this regional contracting. We need to remove this station. Okay. So that is the this line. Mundelsheim, Sinsheim needs to go. Mundelsheim needs to go. We go to Stuttgart. Mundelsheim needs to go. Heilbronn, Grubingen needs to go. Ulm, Grubingen needs to go. Heilbronn and Sinsheim needs to go. Okay. And now we can remove this. Stop. Mannheim to Stuttgart. I'm okay with that. And then we need to go to Heilbronn. Yeah, we're gonna have to adjust this thing. How is it gonna come back here now? Oh, now it's using this line. Okay. After Stuttgart, come here. Okay. That's that. Then you go here. This needs to go. Yes, I know there is a problem. Okay, that's still fine. And this one needs to go as well.
Growing returns can be generated predominantly in the categories long-distance rail transport and logistics. From a business point of view, it's advisable to place emphases on these sectors.
After Mannheim, you come here. There we go. Okay, and now we have this local line. Go onto that local line. Boom. Okay. Remove the roofs and the outbuildings. Have we won this shit now or not? I still have not access to this. I need these roofs. Jeez, Minelli. We need to remove 2 more roofs and 2 outbuildings. But I don't have any outbuildings, that's my problem. And we have no roofs here. We remove this one. We have no roof here. Do we have access to this thing? Okay. It still doesn't change the fact. I need to have access to. Otherwise I have to delete these stations, that's no good, eh? Okay. Yeah, it's gonna delete the whole station, I don't want that. I don't know. Oh, maybe I have access to this one. Yes, okay.
The experience accumulated so far on the matter of managers' salaries indicates a sizable return on investment regarding the special bonuses that took place. This successful strategy ought to be maintained. Analyses show that a savings potential exists in the case of travel expenses for management personnel. The commensurate outlays could be reduced by using planes instead of traveling by train.
Okay, and now we have this bonus mission.
You have won the contract. Provide the required local transit services in the 2 German federal states and comply with the corresponding stipulations.
Okay, now I think we have won the contract, so now we have access to everything. Why are you on this line? Fucking, oh my god, man, why are you on this line? You don't want to be there. Stuttgart. That's where you need to be. Stay away from that line. Okay, this line here. Take the new line, please. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna do the same here. We have no construction here. Okay. Do we have access to here? Okay. Can't do much with that. Need to get a train on that track though.
Congratulations! Your balance sheet is nothing to be ashamed of. The cash flow is coming along nicely, and the signs from the market are by all means positive. The company is ready to go public.
Okay, so the main mission is done. We just need to finish up these locals here now. Okay. That one is done as well. Yeah, now that we have local transport as well, we probably don't need that many ICEs either. Okay. Because we have local trains now. And we have 3 trains here, and we have 2 there. And the buses are making us money. At least Frankfurt. Nuremberg is losing us a bit of money. I don't know why, but maybe one bus too much here. Because yeah, we have left 1100 people. Yeah, this bus stop. Yeah, this stop is, you see. Oh no, this one covers the others. This one covers this whole area, this one covers this, and this one covers this. So the only thing we're not doing is this one over there. Just a few houses there. Just a few houses. But we can't go there because we go in the tunnel here with our bus. So yeah. And we also probably need to replace these buses. Yeah, they're all very bad at the moment. If we look at our vehicles. Yeah, you can see here, like, you know, there are only 1 or 2 which are not making us money, so there's 1 or 2 buses we have too many. Or we can probably replace these buses. What do we have here? 23 people. What can we replace them? We have 1 of these here, 23. These are only 19. We're not in the year 2000 even, we have finished our mission. Is this 19? There we go. We'll just replace them with all new buses. They're all very good now. There's nothing very bad at the moment. What we potentially could do is replace all the trucks, because they are bad. Let's see, fuel. Okay. Food, machines, tools, and goods. Okay. And then the conmat. Now they're all good and very good. We have replaced them with all kind of new vehicles. Local trains are not really yeah, Bayern local works a bit. Hessen local, not really. Can probably do with 2 trains there. 63, 16, 18. Oh. We can do with 2 trains on the locals, I think. I will sell 1. There we go. Okay. Which leaves us with only the airline. And that is going to be very simple. We just need to establish an airline, and that will be our last and final mission completed. So we need an airport here. Somewhere. Them to land that way, please. And here we want them to land that way. That's okay. Connect the road. Connect the road. Okay, that's connected, and here something similar. don't think we need to put too much effort into it, to be honest. Passenger plane number 1. What's this here? 12 people, 20 people. Establish the airline, pay a debt.
Your commitment isn't able to be measured in numbers yet, but the measures taken regarding your colleagues in management, both men and women, are already generating a very positive response.
There we go. And we have a plane flying, and then you could potentially, if you really want to do it properly, we of course need to put the bus up here as well. And then it's just a matter of figuring out how these buses are arriving again. The green line needs to come from George Street. To there. And this one needs to come from Queen Street to there. There we go. And now we have Frankfurt A. Those buses go on Frankfurt A, and these ones go on Frankfurt B. And now the buses should come here to deliver people. Here's light green already. It was dark green apparently, and this is light green, and then the same story here. It's not so evident, to be honest. Where we have the dark green. Dark green goes to there. And what dark green then needs to do is come here. Okay, so dark green needs to come from Church Lane. Church Lane, you go to that waypoint. And then he goes to Main Road. He doesn't need to go to Main Road. He needs to come here. And Main Road can go. Okay, and then from Mill Road, I want you to come here. And then you go there. Right, and then New Street needs to go. That's okay. So this one can go. Okay. And then the light lane, he needs to come from the annex. He needs to come to here. Doesn't go to Church Street, that can go. And then from North Street. I want you to come here. And then it needs to come here. What's that thing called here? Transfer. Yep. Search Street is gonna go. Needs to go there and then to the waypoint. That's fine. And then this can go. And now also the buses should come in here. Well, one of them does already. Here's one bus and here is the other bus. People go up, they will go to the airport. And we also doubled the planes. It's not gonna be very popular. It is not. It's too short. The map is too small. What is going on there? A lot of stuff going on here by the looks of it. No, not really. We have 4 different train lanes coming in here. Pink lane going through. Yeah, they're on that same platform, they have to. Do they? Not really, actually. I can let that line go to the other platform, we are not using that anyway. No. Platform 1. That's okay. And now I can go with that line, which is... I can go with that one to platform 2. Then it goes here. That's okay. And now we have the local, what is that, Byron line? The thing comes from road to Nuremberg to platform 4. And then here we put them on 3. There we go. Okay, so we have Frankfurt line, you guys go on the new line. 2, you guys go on the new line. And the Byron local, you guys go on the line. There we go. That should solve that problem here. And then the train can just come through. Like now this train should go to that platform here now without doing, yep, that's what it does. And these boys, they will switch here. Now he is gonna have to go left. There he goes. And he will go on that line, and then that local train, which will come through, he's gonna go on that local line. Or he should at least. Oh no, he's going first there, and then he comes back over the bridge to that line. Yep. That's okay. And here we are still okay, right? No, what are you doing there? You pispots. Würzburg. Byron local. Nuremberg ring. Würzburg. You need to go to 3, mate. That's where you need to be. Why is that thing going here? Where's he going? Holy moly. It's driving all the way around for some reason. Don't know why, but after Woodsburg, my man, you have to come here. And then go to Roar. Okay, now let's talk again. Are you still going straight now, pink boy? Ah, I see what the problem is. I see what the problem is. This is a problem. This track needs to get to there. There we go. That was a problem. Okay, local 4, you go to the new line. And you? Okay, you go to this platform, that's fine. Have access to this thing now or not? We should have. Nope, construction still locked. We need one of these local trains. This guy. Let's follow him and see if he does what we want him to do. Arriving at Nuremberg, he should just stop on this platform. Okay. Now we should go left here and then immediately right. Okay. And now we should go to that right platform. Switching to the mid lane, fast lane, take off, left, yep, it's fine. Stop here, pick up some people. And now we should turn around and go back. There he goes. Should go right, right again. Okay, and now we should take the bridge to Rouen. That's what he does. Just to stop on that station. Now we're gonna go back on the main lane where the IC is driving as well. There he is. Stops here, pick up some people. Only 9 people want to go, 10 people want to go to Karlsheim, I think it is, which is our final Bayern stop, and then it should go turn around and do the goes to Ingolstadt. There we go. Okay. Oh no, why are we driving on the left track here? We're not happy with that, mate. Why are you doing here? Not sure why he does that, but he should not do that. Because then he goes here and then he switches here somewhere or something. Yeah, he switches on this track. don't need that shit. No, that's what you need to do. Stay away from here. Stay away from that diamond. Okay, we need to wait on a train to come. That's one there. Let's see if it does what it needs to do now. I'm waiting on something. Where's she going now? What is he even doing? These guys are confused as hell. I don't even know why is he driving here? Go here or what? Yeah, I have no idea where he's going. This should be the last Byron track. Yeah, what it is, eh? Okay, you guys go on that local line, please. Seem to have a problem here. They're losing money. They're going over Frankfurt. They don't need to go over Frankfurt at all. Like, what is he going to do now? I wonder. This guy here. Where is he even? Again, some funny business here. We need to get a train here. What's that boy? That's the Byron local. Yeah, that one we need to follow. This guy is confused as hell. I didn't put Ansbach, yeah, that's fine. And then we need Karlsheim, and then he needs to turn around. Heading for Kreilsheim. Kreilsheim. Okay, we go left here. We go left here. Okay. And now we should turn around here now. And stay on the right track. Okay. There was apparently a problem with that switch there. Was too close to the station, I think. Okay, it's full. Okay. Pick up some people here. Okay. And now we should go to Nuremberg. Local track. Yep. We should stay on the right now. Platform 4. Yep. Be a lot of people here then. Okay, and now we go to the tunnel to Gridding and then to Ingolstadt. Oh, there's nobody here. This is the final station, yeah. He cannot go anywhere else here. Loading, filling up. A few people left behind. Can suggest we do use 3 tracks here then. 3 trains here. We're only running 2. Seems to be doing what it needs to be doing though. So what did we do now? 2 hours and 10 minutes? So yeah, we had to continue playing because we were still doing 2 bonus missions. There are a lot of people waiting now. So it's kind of suggests that we can... yeah, the local 2, you see? The local 2 is full. Very popular line. Biden local. Okay. Hessen local, not so full, and the other one also not so full. But the ICEs line, they are costing you money. Now that the mission is over, if you want to get rid of this stuff, you want to keep an eye on your buses. They are not full. We probably have too many buses. The trucks are making us good money. The trucks are your money makers throughout this whole mission. The planes, it's too short. The planes, you can immediately stop with that plane bullshit because we have 2 planes of 20 and there are 10 people in the plane. This one has 3, this one has 7. Of course, nobody's gonna take a plane if there is an ICE train driving. It's way cheaper and way faster. So the planes need to go. The ICE, I think I just want to replace with normal trains, what I would do. Because this map is too small to run ICE trains, but we needed them for this mission. So what you want to do here is probably put 4 trains on here with a capacity of 60 or 80 or something. Yeah, like this Nuremberg-Stuttgart is a very popular line. It's constantly full. At some point we had 3 ICEs there, but and Stuttgart to Frankfurt is from the beginning not. We can use 1 ACI there, and now we have a plane going as well. So if you want to start making some proper money, although we are making proper money, yeah, the money is going up like crazy though. We're making about 100 million in this quarter. But we are done with the mission. It was a very annoying one because you have to build your high-speed trains, you have to build local tracks, then you win a contract, then you have to build another local train. Now we are approaching, yeah, we're making good money now. The money's going up like crazy now. Because at a certain moment we can win down to 600 million. We started with 1 billion. Yeah, like in Nuremberg, it's still overload here. Yeah, look at all these numbers. People want to go on the local Bayern line here. More than on the ICE line, which is faster. They don't want to go to Stuttgart or to Frankfurt, although those are our main cities. They just want to go to these local lines here. Yeah, look at that. Frankfurt Nuremberg has barely has people. That's an ICE line. And that's of course because people can take a local train to Würzburg and then get on the other Bayern local train to Nuremberg. Huh? Yeah, the Bayern local seems to be very popular in such a way that you might probably want to fully circulate around here. Probably a better idea. Because now we're going from Kansheim to Ingolstadt and then we go back. But you can let them go from Karlsheim, you can let them come through Grubingen, and which is another connection to get to the other railroad. That's an option. Huh? You can make this local line connect to that local line. Then they have 2 stations where they can switch over and then just go through Ingolstadt and make a circle here. And then if you remove the Würzburg station on the local line, then people will take the ICE. That will make that ICE more popular here on this piece of track. Adjustment needs to be made here though, if you want to make some proper, if you want to have all these numbers in blue, which I normally have if I play a normal game. But in these missions sometimes you need to be very careful. But the money is going up though. And the trucks you definitely need to help your city grow, but also these are your money makers. These cargoes are your money makers. Passengers is always something you need to keep an eye on very closely. Some of the buses are making you money, not so much. So this kind of suggests we need to adjust these buses as well. Like Nuremberg, I don't know what we have, but 3. You can probably do with 2 buses there, or replace those buses with some faster buses, because we have these doubles here. If we replace these with, I think there was the new Volvo with 17 versus 23. There we go. Let's replace them with single buses. That's probably a better idea. Always the newer vehicles. And then we need to, we really want to make some decent profit here. I think you want to circle this. You make a local Bayern line here, make this a circle. So you connect Ulm to Ingolstadt, which you can do through here. And you just let that local Bayern line go in a circle here. And then people that want to go to Würzburg, they can take the ICE to Würzburg, and then there they can take the local to go to those cities. And then the Bayern local can go either here in Grubingen. No, not in Grubingen anymore, because we had to remove that station. Yeah, you can definitely make Ulm then. You like the local Bayern line comes to Ulm. People can get off and get on the Baden-Württemberg local line and they go out there. They can go from that way. They can go from Karlsheim to Ulm if they want to go to Mannheim, or they can go from Karlsheim to Ansbach and then get on the ICE line, which goes to Stuttgart. That's also an option. Because now if you want to go from Ansbach to Mannheim, you have to take the IC here to Heilbronn, get off the train and then step on the local train which will bring you to Mannheim. Yeah, that Baden-Württemberg is now starting to make us money with 2 trains. The Hessen local, it's just a bit more than 1 train. We have 2 trains on it, but that's why it's losing you money. It's not full. These trains they need to be full. But that Bayern local, we just put 3 trains on it and now they're full already. So that Bayern local is very popular. Which kind of suggests we need to circle this and put an extra train on it. That could solve that. And the ICEs, they just need to go. This map is too small for ICE. Well, we don't have anything available, that's a problem. We started this mission with these 2, they never changed. We have 1 year to go to 2000. We will get a faster locomotive which can do 160, but we are not getting passengers cars which can do 160, so it doesn't matter. The train is still going to go 140, which is maximum speed. It's going to look at the cars. If the cars can do 140, and you have a diesel train which can do 140, so the train is doing 140. But then the other piss spot here, this thing here, it can do 280, it never reaches 280 on this map. This map is too small. The high speed trains, they need like 10 kilometers to get to the maximum top speed. This map is, I don't know, 4x4 or something, I think. Maybe 8x8, but that will be it. So either way, it's not big enough to get to top speed. But if you play on a bigger map, 16x16 or 20x20, or even the Megalomaniac, which is 24x24 kilometers, then the ICE would make sense. But then you need to let it go from, like, let's say the southwest corner to the northeast, with a stop in the middle somewhere, with some sort of hub. So you have a fast train which barely stops, maybe one station in the middle and then one in the corner. So it only stops 1 time, going from southwest to northeast. Then it will reach 280 kilometers an hour. From the southwest to the middle, and then again get back up to speed from the middle to the northeast. That's fine. If you have a big map, it will reach those speeds. Now it doesn't reach those speeds, so these ICEs are costing you money. They are a pain to run, and they're costing you money because the cost to run them is so high. If we didn't need them for the mission, because in the beginning we were making money with those, what did we have, 4 trains of 60, I think? Yeah, they were making good money. But as soon as we switched to the ICEs, which we had to for the mission, we started losing. The numbers are in red. The numbers have never been in blue, I think, for the ICE trains. So the most cargo, our cargo is sort of, that's what gave us the money to build every time, is those cargo lines. So you definitely need the cargo lines. Although we had no mission which told us like, hey, use cargo lines. And that plane here, yeah, that is also pretty obvious. It kind of suggests on the blue numbers that that line is making us money, but it's constantly in red. The cost to run it is way too high. The truck, this is what you want. A little bit of investment and running and maintenance cost, but then the income the blue lines need to be way higher than the pink lines, let's put it that way. And if that happens, then you have blue numbers all over. Yeah, here just the Byron local is sort of break even. And this one is close. Costed us a bit of money. Now it's sort of, it's barely coping. But this line here, this Hessen local, we only have 2 trains on it. But yeah, that's just these 3 little cities here. These 3 little towns, because Frankfurt to Würzburg you can also just take the ICE. So if you don't have to be in these local cities, you can just take the ICE to Würzburg. So 1 local train will do there probably. The only reason we started up that train because we needed 2,500 local passengers, and the Baden-Württemberger was not, well, it was slightly getting there, but it took too long. That's why we put the train on there. So to make this map, we are the Rail 2000. Now the fast trains are coming in. 160 locomotives, but it doesn't matter. Get some trams, that might be interesting to replace the buses with trams. We have 160 cargo trains, but we never use cargo. Well, yeah, in the year 2000, it's one of those switches where we can get 160 cargo. From the year 2000 on, you do your cargo with 160 kilometers an hour. Or you can use an electric, which can do 188, I think. But it doesn't matter, because the car can only do 160. So your train is always going to do 160, no matter what you put in front of it. Even if your locomotive can do 200 kilometers an hour, it does not matter. If your car is only doing 160, the train in total will only do 160. But you could potentially do that in case you have to go uphill or something like that. Then you can put like a 200 kilometers an hour train in front, a locomotive in front of it, because it's more powerful. You get up to speed quicker. But to adjust this map, that's probably what I would do. I would probably replace these ICEs with some local trains. I would make a circle here on the sort of let that Bayern locomotive thing go around here, the local one for Bayern, in a circle. And then probably here as well, making some sort of circle here with some local train that goes from Stuttgart here to Grubingen or something, or to Ulm, and also make this one a circle over here. That could work. So yeah, we are making money. The money is going up. We went from, while I was talking, from 910 million to 960. So we are in total we are making money though. Although these numbers are constantly in red, from time to time when they drop off people, they will go into blue. So they will make you some money. We are making 92 million this quarter. But the air is losing us 4 million a year. And the railroad is also losing us 11 million a year. So our money is mostly coming from, there we go. We just closed the quarter. I'm not sure where this 100 million coming from, but yeah, we replaced some vehicles and so we did a lot of investments here, but anyway, I'm gonna leave it at this because we've been talking here for 15 minutes at the end, but the mission is done. So the mission is done and we are making money, and with a little few adjustments here and there, replacing the ICE trains, we probably make good money. We can get to 2-3 billion very quickly if we need to, but we don't need to, because episode 16 split up in 2 episodes. We finished it. The first episode we built all the lines and set it all up, and in the second episode we actually played the mission through, and we're still making money, which is a good thing, but it can definitely be improved to make even more money. Especially with that buy and local so popular, you need to make some adjustments there. Put some more trains on it and make it a circle so that it doesn't have to go, that it can go in a smooth direction. Or maybe one train in one direction and another one in, sort of like with the buses, clockwise and counterclockwise. That could help. Bus lines also need to be adjusted, obviously, because the cities have grown so much. You want to put some bus stops closer to those skyscrapers. You're going to get more people on your buses. That way the buses will make money. Now we sort of avoided the cluster in the middle. And we also need to reboot the PC apparently, because update, is it update week again? Be aware if it is. Then we need to adjust everything. New drivers, Discord update, Windows update, everything usually connected. We'll leave it at this for episode number 16. We'll be back in episode 17. I think we are in Canada then, if I remember correctly. I know the last one is somewhere in China, so I think 17 is Canada. So that's where we will be next time. We'll see you guys then. Thank you for watching. Bye bye for now.